Assalamualaikum and greetings. Together with me, one Irdhina, Sofiah, and Ahmad Dzaffran, today for Economics TV. Today's highlights of the news is on the increasing cost of vegetables that will affect up to Chinese New Year in 2023. There have been less production of vegetables because of the monsoon season that is occurring in Malaysia towards the end of the year. The low quality of vegetables are not able to be sold for the community that leads to low supply. Therefore, the price of certain vegetables tends to be increasing. Among the types of vegetables that are expected to soar high between 20 to 30% are tomatoes, cucumbers, chilies, beans, capsicum, and a few leafy vegetables. There are a few other leafy vegetables that are still offered with low price which consumers can alternate with, such as spinach and cabbage. According to Cameron Highlands Vegetable Growers Association Secretary Che Mong, the bad weather is expected to last up until January, but it is uncontrollable. This issue will affect the demand and supply for the Chinese New Year celebration. Che also added that the farmers have been investing in glass houses and rain shelters. However, it is not a complete solution to the problem. Malaysian farmers cannot afford to have a greenhouse like European countries and have been importing around 70% of vegetables from overseas. Che Imam believes that it is important to have and support local products compared to import products as it can improve the economic of Malaysia. But with the less supply worldwide, the price are increasing and affects the import of vegetables. Few local vegetable sellers commented on the prices that they had to increase to the buyers, such as 7 ringgit per kilogram for cucumbers, which before this was only 3 ringgit, 7 ringgit per kilogram for green mustard and kailan, which before this was 3 ringgit 50 cents for both. This issue of increasing price of vegetables left the consumers with less quantity of purchase, and some did not even buy any. The price will likely to continually rise due to the high demand during school holidays and festive seasons.
So, what does the news relate to with the economics concept? Yes, it's the supply and demand concept. Now let me explain about each of the concepts and relate it with the recent news. Supply is defined as a relationship between the total quantity all producers are willing and able to produce at alternative prices, holding other factors affecting supply constant. According to the law of supply, when price decreases, the quantity supplied will also decrease. Inversely, when the price increases, the quantity supplied will increase too. When there is a change in price, it will lead to a change in quantity supplied. This is represented by the movement along the supply curve only. As seen here, point A will move to point B on the same supply curve. As for other changing factors of supply such as technology, number of firms, substitutes, taxes, natural events, and producer expectations, it will lead to a changes in supply. This will be represented by the shift of the entire supply curve. As shown here, S0 will shift to the left S1 if there is a decrease in supply, and will move to the right S2 if there is an increase in supply. Moving on to the demand concept. Demand is defined as a relationship between the total quantity and price per unit of a good all consumers are willing and able to purchase, holding other variables constant. Following the law of demand, when the price decreases, then the demand will increase. Inversely, when the price increases, the demand will decrease. This shows that it has a negative relationship. When there is a change in price, it will lead to a change in quantity demanded. This is represented by the movement along the demand curve only. As seen here, point A will move to point B on the same demand curve. As for other changing factors of demand, such as income, prices of related goods, advertising, population, consumer expectations, or tastes and preferences, it will lead to a change in demand. This will be represented by the shift of the whole demand curve. As shown here, D0 will shift to the left D1 if there is a decrease in demand, and will move to the right D2 if there is an increase in demand. Now, here is the illustration of the concept with the news stated earlier. The first thing we will draw is the original supply and demand curve where it results in the market equilibrium represented by E0. Then vegetable supply decreases because of the bad weather, so S0 will shift to the left to S1. When vegetable demand increases due to school holidays, D0 will shift to the right resulting to D1. From that, a new equilibrium point will occur at E1. From this combination of graphs, it can be seen that the price increased P0 to P1 while the quantity decreased Q0 to Q1. From this issue of increasing cost of vegetables, what will be my responsibilities as a Khalifa? Firstly is do not waste on unnecessary spendings. At this time, I should prioritize to spend my money on basic foods that I need. Luxurious spendings could be put aside as it is not an urgent purchase. Next is to have some savings so that I can preserve my life as what Maqasid Sharia has encouraged under preservation of life. Vegetables are important to be on a diet plate as it can give benefits for our body and mind. We should take the opportunity to include vegetable purchase as our necessary spendings. Lastly, I can give sadaqah to those who are in low income group. Islam encourages us to help each other and give to people when we can afford it. Living in a Muslim society, I should be responsible to lend a hand and help them for what is needed, both to the consumers and sellers.